Hi, this is the trades I took to clear my phase 2 account in MAVEN trading. Okay, the first trade was at USD JPY. Okay, you can clearly see a nice imbalance and a nice push to up. It's like you can clearly see we are in a buy trend. Okay, and now we are in a fair value gap. And I was thinking, let's go to minor time frame and see if we can get an entry. And I went to minor time frame 15 minutes. You can clearly see. Okay, we can clearly see we sweep the Asian session low and we started to go up. Okay, while going up, we formed a 15 minutes fair value gap, which we respected, and we started to go up. Okay, so I entered around here in the minor time frame, and I kept my stop loss below this swing low. Okay, what I was thinking is at that moment is this is my first trade, so let's be adding some more positions to clear the phase 2 fast. Okay, that was my first thought. So when the candle prints this next bullish candle, I scaled in. Okay, but after this ranging, I started to think of whether this trade will work or not, and I closed every trade with this very small loss, like $1 $2 or $7 $5 like that, and I closed it. And after that, the market rallied up to my take profit, but that's okay. Okay, because that's the first trade. I need to not lose more money. Okay, that was my thought in the trade. So this is a small loss, and this is my first trade. This is my trade journal. Overall higher time frame bullish. So went to minor time frame to see sweep and took that entry. Next, my second trade is USD CHF. Yes, first trade is USD JPY. Second trade is USD CHF. Let's go to USD CHF. Okay, let's clearly we can see in USD CHF we are ranging in higher time frame, and we started to break out. Okay, and we are inside the same fair value gap, and now in this area I didn't take this trade, but this is my plan. Like after this 4 hour fair value gap was formed, but it didn't take this trade. I will explain it in some other time why I didn't take, because simple thing, a news came and mitigated this. In Maven we can't take news trades before the 2 minutes and after 2 minutes, so avoided this trade. Monday opened and just rallied without me. Okay, let me see what I took. This is the trade where I took here. Okay, let me go and explain here. You can clearly see it's in a buy trend. Okay, so I'm focusing on buys. After this, market came above here. Okay, and we still have the liquidity here. We didn't still take it. Okay, so I thought let's go to minor time frame and see whether we are sweeping session slows to target the opposite side liquidity. Okay, so now you can clearly see we swept Asian low and started to go up. Okay, my plan was, what I did was, in a 5 minutes fair value gap inside this, I took an entry, but it hit my stop loss. What I should have done is I should have kept my stop loss below this. Okay, that should be my first thing, or I should waited for a clear 15 minutes fair value gap to buy that trend. Okay, see clearly you can see 15 minutes fair value gap. So I realized in a higher time frame fair value gap is working well. Okay, just 1:2, fine. It will be a 1:2 nice trade. I should wait for the setups to sweep the lows and forming a 15 minutes fair value gap to enter. That was my whole concept, because I learned that from the Jade FX. He gave that free knowledge, so I started to see that setup happening. So I did gave me confidence. Okay, it's going when we sweep Asian and we are sweeping days previous day highs low liquidity. when we had a market structure shift, it is going, it's working. So I had a confidence, but I learned this thing to keep my SL below the swing low and to wait for the 15 minutes fair value gap. That was my learning in my second trade. And the third trade was GBP CAD. Okay, GBP CAD. Let's go to 4 hour. See this, the trade which I took in phase 1. Okay, simple. We sweep previous day low and we started to go up. Okay, and I targeted this highs. And see, coming here, you can clearly see we had a nice liquidity, and we sweep this liquidity with a single candle and we started to go up. Okay, let's go to minor time frame to see what happened here. This is my trade. I took around here. Okay, in overall direction we still have this liquidity about to take here. Okay, so after this sweep of Asian session low, we started to rally up. Okay, I thought, okay, let me enter a buy after a fair value gap is formed. Okay, we sweep Asian low and we started to form fair value gaps in higher time frame. Okay, so here we can see a 1 hour fair value gap. I entered here, kept my stop loss below this previous low because of the previous trade which I learned. Okay, that trade I implemented here. Okay, let me keep the SL below here. 1:2 trade, nice trade. It hit my target. Okay, so previous trade gave me the lesson to keep the SL below this previous lows to give a breathing room for your trade to work. Okay, most of my trades are entered in the consolidation area. Okay, and it started to go up. This is my GBP CAD trade which I made around 2%. So what's my next trade? I think it's in gold. Correct, that's the bad trade. It's an impulse entry which I should not do. Okay, which I should stop doing it, because I thought a impulse thing, but my direction one, the overall concept was correct, but I should risk properly, or I should plan to do something, because it's a gold. I had a fear whether it will work or not. Okay, I entered around here after this. This is a 4 hour value gap, 4 hours value fair value gap. Okay, here higher time frame, and inside that we sweep this lows. Okay, so I thought to go up. Okay, that was my whole plan, to buy around this area. I don't know where clearly, but after the market started to come down, I closed it with a small loss, not even a percentage point, some $7 or something. After that, market went up. Okay, my direction was correct, but it didn't have a proper, because we had a news this time, so it was little bit a impulse trade to take that after the sweeping is lows. So last trade was at AUD CAD. This trade made me the next 2% to clear the trade. Okay, let me show in higher time frame first. You can clearly see we took this low and here a breaker block here, and we are forming a 4 hours fair value gap here also. Okay, clear. Let me go to minor time frame and explain why I took this trade. See, we can see clearly we respected everything and we started to go up. Okay, and we formed a 1 hour fair value gap here, and market came down and respected it. I didn't see that market while coming into this. After the market respected, I thought, okay, let me enter after 15 minutes fair value gap formed, and the same thing I waited for that, and it happened, and I took the trade. Same thing, 15 minutes fair value gap formed, market was here, and suddenly a strong downtrend came, and here I tagged in, and I thought my stop loss would hit, but I had a confidence if I keep my SL below the swing low, it will be protected. I learned that from a previous experience, so I let it run and it took it. That's all. I cleared my phase 2. With the 5 trades, I cleared my phase 2. That's all. In 8, 9, 10, it's like 3 days I cleared this account.